Om Namo Narayanaaya. 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 Respected friends, welcome you all. Salutations, gratitudes, congratulations, and prayers that this hard work of ours of trying to maintain our tempo and inspiration and regularity and sincerity in our Upanishadic Adhyanam continues with increased intensity of sense of purpose and our application. May the Lord, the Guru Parampara, all of them bless us in this regard. May we also invoke their Kripa for this. The Kripa of Parabrahma, Ishvara, Jagannatha, Devatagana, Gurugana, Shastragana. Let us keep on invoking so that we reach our goal through the means of intensifying our required personalities like that of Lokasevaka, Dharmasthavaka, etc. To have a clear conviction about all that, understanding about all that, clarity of doubts, if at all they rise, that we are in the study of Upanishads with Bhashyam by Bhagavan Sri Adi Shankara. Shwethshwathara Upanishad Adhyanam, going on, fourth chapter. A very crucial topic is under discussion, informing to us that entire what we see is his expression only, he alone. Know it and know the practices, what to do for that. Do them, realize it. This is how all Upanishads talk throughout. The mind being chanchala, buddhi being samshaya yukta, the knowledge doesn't stay there. That is why repeatedly it is told in one Upanishad many times and many Upanishads. And as if Upanishads are not sufficient, the Itihasas, the Smriti Granthas, Puranas, all of them finally aim at conveying relentlessly. Let us come out of all our distractions which reduce our abilities, capacities, and become single pointed in this pursuit. Yes, before the study of the Shwethshwathara Upanishad, let us do our Veda Parayana. Let us do our common sense thought. Let us do our Mangalacharana Shloka Sankalpa Upanishad Mantrocharana as well as Upanishad Adhyayana. In Veda Parayanam, we are doing the Rigveda Ashtama Mandalam. Let us do from 34th Anuvaka. Please take out that one. Om Atha Veda Parayanam Rigvedaha Ashtama Mandalam Atha Chatus त्रिंशत्तम अनुवाकाद आरभ्य 34th start. Om Endrayahi Haribirupakanvasya Sushtutim Divo Amushya Shasato Divam Yayadivavaso Atvagravavadanniha Somi Ghoshena Yachatu Divo Amushya Shasato Divam Yayadivavaso अत्राविनेमिरे शामुरां न धूनुते वृकः दिवो अमुष्य शासतो दिवं यय दिवावसो आत्वा कण्वा इहावसे हवन्ते वाजसातये दिवो अमुष्य शासतो दिवं यय दिवावसो दधामि ते सुतानां वृष्णेन पूर्वपाय्यम् दिवो अमुष्य शासतो दिवं यय दिवावसो स्मत्पुरन्दिर्न आगहि विश्वतोऽधीर्न ऊतये दिवो अमुष्य शासतो दिवं यय दिवावसो आनो याहि महेमते सहस्रोते शतामघ दिवो अमुष्य शासतो दिवं यय दिवावसो आत्वा होता मनुर्हितो देवत्र वक्षदीड्यः दिवो अमुष्य शासतो दिवं यय दिवावसो आत्वा मदच्युता हरीष्येनं पक्षेव वक्षतः दिवो अमुष्य शासतो दिवं यय दिवावसो आयाह्यर्य आपरिस्वाहा सोमस्य पीतये दिवो अमुष्य शासतो दिवं यय दिवावसो आनो याह्युपश्रुत्युक्तेषु ऋणया इह दिवो अमुष्य शासतो दिवं यय दिवावसो सरूपैरासुनो गहि संवृतैः संवृताश्वः दिवो अमुष्य शासतो दिवं यय दिवावसो आयाहि पर्वतेभ्यः समुद्रस्याधिविष्टवः दिवो अमुष्य शासतो दिवं यय दिवावसो आनो गव्यान्यश्व्या सहस्रा शूरदर्द्रुहि दिवो अमुष्य शासतो दिवं यय दिवावसो आनः सहस्रशोभरायुतानि शतानि च दिवो अमुष्य शासतो दिवं यय दिवावसो आयदिन्द्रश्च दद्वहे सहस्रं वसुरोचिषः ओजिष्ठमश्वं पशुं य रुज्रावातरंहसो रुषासो रघुष्यदः भ्राजन्ते सूर्या इव पारावतस्य रातिषु द्रवचक्रेष्वाशुषु तिष्ठं वनस्य मध्य 35 ॐ अग्निनेन्द्रेण वरुणेन विष्णुनादित्यै रुद्रैर्वसुभिः स चाभुव सजोषसा उषसा सूर्येण च सोमं पिबतमश्विना विश्वाभिर्धीभिर्भुवनेन वाजिना दिवा पृथिव्याद्रिभिः स चाभुव सजोषसा उषसा सूर्येण च सोमं पिबतमश्विना विश्वैर्देवैस्त्रिभिरेकादशैरिहाद्भिर्मरुद्भिर्भृगुभिः स चाभुव सजोषसा उषसा सूर्येण च सोमं पिबतमश्विना जुषेथां यज्ञं बोधतं हवस्य मे विश्वेह देवौ सवनाव गच्छतं सजोषसा उषसा सूर्येण चेषन्नो वोढमश्विना स्तोमं जुषेथां युवशेव कन्यनां विश्वेह देवौ सवनावगच्छतम् सजोषसा उषसा सूर्येण चेषन्नो वोढमश्विना गिरो जुषेथामध्वरञ्जुषेथां विश्वेह देवौ सवनावगच्छतम् सजोषसा उषसा सूर्येण चेषन्नो वोढमश्विना हारिद्रवेव पततो वनेदुपसोमं सुदं महिषेवावगच्छतः सजोषसा उषसा सूर्येण च त्रिर्वर्तिर्यातमश्विना हंसाविव पततो अध्वगाविव सोमं सुदं महिषेवावगच्छतः सजोषसा उषसा सूर्येण च त्रिर्वर्तिर्यातमश्विना श्वेनाविव पततो हव्यदातये सोमं सुतं महिषेवावगच्छतः सजोषसा उषसा सूर्येण च त्रिर्वर्तिर्यातमश्विना पिबतं च तृष्टुतं तृप्णुतं च गच्छतं प्रजां च दत्तं द्रविणं च दत्तं सजोषसा उषसा सूर्येण चोर्जन्नो दत्तमश्विना जयतं च प्रस्तुतं च प्रचावतं प्रजां च दत्तं द्रविणं च दत्तं सजोषसा उषसा सूर्येण चोर्णं नो दत्तमश्विना ऊर्जन्नो दत्तमश्विना हतञ्च शत्रून्यततञ्च मित्रिणः प्रजाञ्च दत्तं द्रविणं च दत्तं सजोषसा उषसा सूर्येण चोर्जन्नो दत्तमश्विना मित्रावरुणवन्ता उत धर्मवन्ता मरुत्वन्ता जरितुर्गच्छतो हवम् सजोषसा उषसा सूर्येण चादित्यैर्यातमश्विना अङ्गिरस्वन्ता उत विष्णुवन्ता मरुत्वन्ता जरितुर्गच्छतो हवम् सजोषसा उषसा सूर्येण चादित्यैर्यातमश्विना ऋभुवन्ता वृषणार्वाजवन्ता मरुत्वन्ता जरितुर्गच्छतो हवम् सजोषसा उषसा सूर्येण चादित्यैर्यातमश्विना ब्रह्मजिन्वतमुत जिन्वतं धियो हतं रक्षांसि सेदतममीवाः सजोषसा उषसा सूर्येण च सोमं सुन्वतो अश्विना क्षत्रं जिन्वतमुत जिन्वतं ऋन्हतं रक्षांसि सेदतममीवाः सजोषसा उषसा सूर्येण च सोमं सुन्वतो अश्विना धेनुर्जिन्वत धेनोर्जिन्वतमुत जिन्वतं विशोहतं रक्षांसि सेधतममीवाः सजोषसा उषसा सूर्येण च सोमं सुन्वतो अश्विना अत्रेरिव शृणुतं पूर्व्यस्तुतिं श्रावयाश्वस्य सुन्वतो मदच्युता सजोषसा उषसा सूर्येण दाश्विना तिरो अह्न्यम् सर्गागम् इव सृजतं सुष्टुतिरुपश्यावाश्वस्य सुन्वतो मदच्युता सजोषसा उषसा सूर्येण चाश्विना तिरो अह्न्याम् रश्मिरिव यच्छतमध्वरा उपश्यावाश्वस्य सुन्वतो मदच्युता सजोषसा उषसा सूर्येण चाश्विना तिरो अह्न्यम् अर्वाग्रतं नियच्छतं पिबतं सौम्यं मधु आयातमश्विना गतमवस्युर्वामहं गतमवस्युर्वामहं भुवे दत्तं रत्नानि दाशुषे नमो वाके प्रस्थिते अध्वरे नरा विवक्षणस्य पीतये आयातमश्विना गतमवस्युर्वामहं भुवे दत्तं रत्नानि दाशुषे स्वाहा कृतस्य तृम्पदं सुतस्य देवावन्धसः आयातमश्विनागतमवस्युर्वामहं भुवे दत्तं रत्नानि दाशुषे ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. That's great. 10 minutes of Vedic chanting, always good. Now, in today's common sense thought, a few things. First and foremost is the clarity regarding the final destination to be reached. How much we have got it. With all its vagueness, never mind, incompleteness in understanding to begin with, never mind. Still, we have to have, and therefore, do we have the clarity and the conviction regarding the final destination to be reached. Because that's what is the one which initiates us, which pushes us, which keeps us keep on performing. Isn't it? Are we clear about it? Upanishadic Adhyanam Spashtarupena tells us that Lakshya Vishaya Lakshya Yukta Lakshya Sambandhi Jnanam. Isn't it? Upanishads, all logics, all beautiful examples that are given, try their best to inform to us about this only. But that information has to become our clear understanding. That understanding should always be fully, evolved to the level of conviction, isn't it? Because we listen to so many people, so many gurus, so many books we read, each of them talk about one thing or the other as the ultimate goal. So, we being intelligent people, we browse through them, go through them, and all of them, from their own example and standpoint and logic, appear to be correct, true. Big test it is. So, either by avoiding them or by going through them and knowing their limitations, have we understood what is the final destination to be reached? Okay, and in that, why it has to be reached obviously is the question and answer. So, the Brahman has to be reached in experience. So, what is to be reached, the final destination is Aham Brahmasmi Anubodh. Uh, Why it is so? Because that alone is truth. Because that alone is one without second. Because that alone is infinite. That alone is endless bliss. And in the realization of that only, everything else which is projected in the ignorance of that and was binding us, we will be able to free ourselves from. This is the clarity to the question why the Aham Brahmasmi is the final destination to be reached. Have we got the information of this? Have we got the understanding of it? Have we got the conviction of it? Did we put a full stop there? That now this is what is my goal. No more further thinking, taking anything else to be the goals. Then, if you want, we can have the Artha as the goal, Dharma as the goal, Kamana as the goal, Ihaloka, thousands of things that are there that can be kept as goals. Paraloka also, so many are there. Everyone with their intellectual stamina, capacity, thinking, understanding, they can have any of these goals. Correct? So, final destination to be reached. पहले उसको क्लियर कर लो फाइनल डेस्टिनेशन irrespective of how many lives of efforts it requires, right? In those efforts, how much amount of the patience we may have to have, perseverance we may have to have, the sacrifices we have to do, we should be ready for it. That is the meaning of selecting that as the final goal beyond even this body or any number of lives or janma. People think at least next 10 janmas I must have a prime minister post or a 10 crores or I must reach to that swarga आदि लोग ऐसा संकल्प करके they try for it. People whoever are in the big positions today, they had that thought maybe 10, 20 lives back and going on working towards it. That's how they have reached today that state. But that they are ignorant, they didn't know that that cannot be the ultimate because it's endful. It's not infinite. It's not effortless. It's not endless. It's not blissful. It's not without misery. It is with misery. With so much of limitations. They didn't know that. So, taking the help of the data of all these people, we have to, for ourselves, clearly understand and accept and get convinced about what is our final destination ought to be, should be. How much ever gurus talk about, Shastras may talk about, but has it become our understanding, our acceptance, our conviction? समझना स्वीकारना निश्चय बनाना. Okay. Then after what else then? Once the final destination is reached, then are understood what is to be reached. Things required for it. Main things required for it. We have to somehow gather the information regarding that also. What are the things required for it? Note them somewhere. They are already noted in the Shastras. For our convenience sake, for our reference sake, note somewhere where we can refer them easily, regularly, frequently. Referring to that noted things to be done. One by one, one by one, one by one, we have to actualize, realize, accomplish. This is what is the whole spirituality about. About this, there should not be any vagueness or doubt. संशय नहीं होना है, स्पष्टता नहीं होना चाहिए. Right? Now, few things. At in assorted form, we say, note them and make them in their own required sequence. That is the ultimate goal to be reached, isn't it? Now, for that, first thing is that has to be remembered always. So, what reminds us of that is Shastra Shravanadhyena only. Therefore, note in our notebook. No day passes without Shastra Shravana Adhenam fully, brimfully, sufficiently satisfactorily. Isn't it? Brahmadvidiye Shrutaya Pramanam. You know, Indriya Agosara Vishaye Shrutaya Pramanam. Or Tasmat Shastram Pramanam Te. As it is said, therefore, even though through the study of Upanishads only we got the understanding of it, conviction of it. Yet, till the goal is reached, we cannot take anything for granted. Mainly, the smriti we may lose about that goal. Because in this dynamic world of so many things continuously happening or attacking us, our priorities can change anytime if we are not careful. Isn't it? Like in Indian system of government also. If we're not careful, who are our eternal continuous friends? The countries. Who are our enemies? Who can be just kept at distance, neutral? This clarity, if it is not there, every government of ours comes, will have different relations, different country. All our progress, international business can get confused. Isn't it? You have to change, no doubt, according to. Like some country has brought new things, Mano. We need them, then new collaborations, new relations with them, no doubt. They are all at the Arthika business level. But as regards the true friendship concerned, and a true friendship concerned, we should know. I know the true friend, like for example, India, Russia is true friend for whatever, reason from beginning, not US. But last 10, 12, 15 years, we shifted our attention from Russia to US. Therefore, they are blackmailing us now. Isn't it? Ruthlessly, if we can say, you are my enemy. Oh, my dear America, I have no relation with you. ऐसे कह दो बिना डरे, then they will come to our level. So we should know who are our true friends, true enemies. Then selfishness ke karan who are friends, enemies accordingly. Here also we may forget. Therefore, for a reminder's sake, Shastra Shravana Adhyena, Tattva Shastra Shravana Adhyena, Upanishad Shastra Shravana Adhyena. Note kar lo, daily kar. Second one is what? Avichara kruto bandha vicharena nivartaye. So all bondage naturally with the anatman is happening because of avichara, non-thinking, non-discrimination, you know, non-analysis, and that all bondage goes away only through vichara, vicharena nivartayat. Therefore, the second point can be noted is, with the help of the Shastra study and understood, every day we have to do the Atma and Atma Vichara. That's what Shastras have said and Mahatmas have done it and became Mahatmas, reached that state. Why? Because the vichara of the intellect, the moment it stops, immediately, as per the convenience of the mind and senses and vasanas, the Jagat will be taken as real and important, and we get lost in it and get bound. Vichara, सबसे important चीज in life, if one word one asks, is vicharana. For human beings with the given intellect, with all the Shastra Jnana available, the Guru is there to guide. Vicharana is the most important. Whenever we have taken wrong decision, did wrong thing, got wrong result, all is because of avicharana, non-thinking only, non-contemplation. So therefore, the vicharana mahatmya we have to understand, and every day we have to do, not only in the class. In class also, many times it is the speaker who does for himself and as if for us, and as if we are not involved at all in it. That's how we sit in the class. In the sense, we are not taking the data given by the Guru into our heart for our own vicharana. I have to do vicharana with the data given. It's not somebody else is doing the vicharana for me. Somebody guides us how to do it, but it's to be done by us only. Vicharana, every day it has to be done. Okay, two things are done. Third one, some beautiful important qualities. What is it? कि यस्य देवे परा भक्ति ही यथा देवे तथा गुरु, है ना. द परा भक्ति इन देव इष्ट देव गुरौ परा भक्ति तस्य एव एते कथिता ह्यर्था प्रकाशन तस्य महात्मनः एव. So those who have the para bhakti to the Guru and Paramatma, to him only, Shastra Ukta Tattva Jnana, Sadhana Jnana, preparatory Jnana is revealed. Tasya Mahatmana ete katta yartha prakashante. To him only. Therefore, Guru and Daiva and Para Bhakti to both of them. Para Bhakti is two things. One is single pointedness in the devotion, undeterred to the Guru and God. Okay, no our attachment or any sort of what do you say, inclination to anybody or anything in the world. Only to the Ishvara, to the Lord, and to the Guru Parabhakti. First meaning of Para word is that one. Second is what? Para is in the totally we have surrendered. That feeling that I am surrendering to you. That Para Shabda's second meaning. Third, Para Bhakti means that Bhakti is only for the Paramapada Prapti, not for anything else. Single pointed devotion, total surrendered devotion, devotion only for the ultimate truth. These three words, these three are the meanings of the word para. So therefore, we have to develop that one. The third point, para bhakti. Because in Shastras it is said, we are studying Shastras, we are noting all of them at one place. Now we will start working on them. ठीक है ना, तीन चीजें हो गई. Four, let us say. First is the conviction regarding ultimate goal. Second one is the Nitya Shastra Shravana Adhyanam. Third one is Nitya Viveka Adi. Fourth one is Parabhakti. Fifth one is what? Fifth and sixth in one shloka. Gita, fourth chapter. Shraddhavan Lavate Jnana. Fifth one. Only the one who has got Shraddha in the Guru and Guru teachings and Shastra will have that deeper permeating, percolating ability to have this Pashtanta of the Jnana. Fifth point, therefore, our relentless Shraddha. That I have to note down. श्रद्धा बिगड़ न जाए, रक्षा कर लो उसका. Fifth point. In this sloka only the sixth one comes, second line. Tatparaha samyatendriyaha shraddhavan lavate jnana. Therefore, tatparata, goal is Paramatma alone, which was the point one anyway told. Then samyatendriyaha, important. And it is said in every Shastra 2000 times that unless our Bhashya Indriyas 5 plus 5, Antarendriyas 4, unless they are samyak yata, fully brought into our mastery, our control, we will never be able to put single pointed efforts in pursuing the goal. Therefore, Chaturdasha Upakarana Niyantrana is my another thing to be done and achieved. तो पराभक्ति हो गया, श्रद्धा हो गया, श्रद्धावन लभते ज्ञानम, देन सम्यत इंद्रियता हो गया. All the 14 indriya means. Before that, the ultimate goals conviction, then the Shastra Dhenam, then the Nirantara Viveka. Parabhakti, Shraddha, then Samyata Indriya. So this is what said. Then in other place, Drishyate tu agraya buddhya sukshmaya sukshmadarshami. Therefore, making my antakarana sukshma and ekagra. That also has to be written. Controlling में आ गया वो almost, but still more pointedly if you see, अत्यंत सूक्ष्म, अत्यंत एकाग्र, our mind has to be correct. These are the main things which we have to put our day in doing these things. Then nididhyasana, wherein the important sadhana of Vyatireka and Anvaya. After Viveka or by Viveka, convictions when they come, to realize those convictions, the sadhana to be done are these two. The anatma tiraskarana or Vyatirekata, atma svikarana or Anvayata. निषिध्य निखिलोपादीन नेति नेति वाक्यतः विद्याद ऐक्यम महावाक्यैः जीवात्म परमात्मनोः आत्मबोध प्रकरण ग्रंथ मंत्र है ना. नेति नेति इति वाक्यतः निखिलोपादीन निषिध्य. So all these upadis, they are not true, they are not true, they are not true, they are not real, they are not real, they are not real, they are not me, they are not me, they are not me. This is called Neti Neti. Nikila Upati Nishidya. Then what is true, what is real, what is me? The Jivatma Paramatmana Aikyam, which is achieved through Tattvamasi Mahavakya Shodhana, where in the deep contemplation, Nirupadika, Ishvara Nirupadika Jiva, recognized and found that both are one and that one is Brahman. That Brahman is experienced as I, which is our main first goal. So the Parabhakti aspect, the Shraddha aspect, Tatpara Samyatendriyata aspect, the Viveka aspect, the daily Shastra Shravanadhyena aspect, these all have to be noted and one by one we have to keep on inculcating in us, intensifying in us. Right? One or two that can be discussed are, as regards the outer anubhavas are concerned, know them to be prarabdha, don't react to them, go through them, that's it. And then next one is finish the dharmas to be done toward the world so that that burden is not there. Be careful with the world, with the very first point, that Paramatma alone is goal, nothing else is our goal. Beautiful, Again, this is a temptation, as we said in the beginning only. Anything we see, listen to the advertisement or explanation, it appears to be tempting and chalo, let me have that as the goal. बहुत केयरफुल रहना कि जगत में कोई भी हमारे लिए गोल नहीं हो सकता. Then why are we in the jagat? Just for two things of clearing my obligations in Runa. Second is to do my sadhana. That's it. कभी भी जगत के किसी भी चीज को लक्ष्य नहीं बना. And whatever is happening is prarabdha. Insults come, respects come. People will help us. Nobody will help us. People will abandon us, give us up. Everything will happen in this world. हमारे दृष्टि इसमें किसी पे भी एक्स्ट्रा नहीं होना. It's all prarabdha. For as the result of the karma vipaka. हो रहा है, होने दो, so what? Isn't it? उसको उससे ज्यादा मायना नहीं देना. Isn't it? Don't react it. Go through it. That's it. People have misunderstood it. What to do, they misunderstood. They insult us or they give us up. Our own bandhu, friends, relatives, our own parents, brothers, sisters, whom honestly we give all respect and love, they themselves will reject us if it is in the prarabdha. And it is good when everybody leaves us and goes, we can hold on to Paramatma. And what is the world, one life, these things and beings and relatives? वो एक जन्म के लिए वो 70-80 साल आंख बंद करो खोलो खत्म होता है. इन द लास्ट लाइफ who were our relatives, you don't know. आगे जन्म में वो कौन होंगे नहीं पता. So therefore be wise, spiritually wise, that nobody in the world, including parents, deserve more value to the extent of our getting bound or suffering. We have to have these ruthlessnesses to be more concentrating on our main goal. नहीं तो फिर इधर ही अटकते जाएंगे, इधर ही फंसे रहेंगे. That's the meaning of sarvadharman parityajya mam ekam sharanam vraj. They're all okay up to one level. Isn't only to one level. अब कब पकड़ के रख दो. हो गया जो करना था उस उम्र में कर दिया, हो गया. उस समय में ड्यूरिंग दैट स्टेज ऑफ एवोल्यूशन they were all done. Of nothing doing. Whose brother, whose sister, whose father, whose mother. Everyone is Brahman. Everyone is Jiva. Everyone is Samsari. Isn't it? So they are continuing as Samsaris. We have discovered ourselves to be Jiva, wanting to achieve the Brahmasthiti. So we have become sadhakas. अब इसमें focus करो. From their side when they come, whatever minimum to be done, do. From your side, be clear in the mind. Our universal prayers for all. Other than that, no need to have any distracting relativity. That doesn't mean we are hating anyone. Please remember it. Whenever Vedanta talks about Vairagya, it is never with distaste. It is ever with maturity. Because this is my goal, and that goal needs that type of my single pointedness and attitude. For that, this is an obstruction. Therefore, gently, carefully, maturely, I am disconnecting without harming anyone. Don't need to tell your brother, sister, मैं वेदांती बन रहा हूँ और कल से तुम्हारे मेरा रिलेशन नहीं है. Why that nonsense? No. Outside, मिलना मिलो नमस्ते सब चलता है. Inside, we must know. They are also jivas. They also have their prarabdha. They also are going through their life. So their spiritual journey this way unconsciously going on. For us, consciously, because we got Guru, we are getting the knowledge, we are understanding, we have the Purushartha capacity, we are also thinking with our intellect and making a plan, and even though little, we are able to do something and achieve something, though it's micro. Like coming to the class, is it doing? Sitting in the class, is it doing? Listening in class, is it doing? Trying to intellectually apprehend and understand is also doing. So we are doing little. That's the difference. उनको भगवान ही through these all experiences molding them towards spirituality, because mama vartman vartante manusha. Even a pig which is in that daldal swimming, also in its path of spiritual evolution would. To that jiva in its path of evolution, right now it needs that treatment. But that's not going to be there permanent, isn't it? In the human beings, a terrorist, a criminal, they can't be permanently like that. It may take time for them after a lot of acid tests or treatments that they may mold their minds to be spiritual, but that is the path. Therefore, every Kida Makoda also are evolving towards the realization of their conscious self only. Have a very clear understanding about it. So Lord is putting them in their own place. They are evolving. I am in my own way evolving. We needed a relative relation and exchange of some things for the clarity of prarabdha and runa. Oh, ho chuka hai. Isn't it that gentle, matured, understanding based detachment is called vairagya towards everything. Like the mind tells us to go to that pilgrimage, this pilgrimage. No, it's over. The age cannot permit now, isn't it? If I go for 3 days pilgrimage, 10 days I'll have to suffer after returning because of tiredness, fatigue, exhaustion. That was okay when we were young that भाग दौड़ के भाग के जाते आते थे अब नहीं ना so with this gentle understanding we have to detach from that only that also my house itself is my for me कैलाश मानसरोवर बद्री केदारनाथ तो इस तरह से हमको gently to all those things have to have vairagya focus on this isn't it so these are all the clarities when we have noted somewhere and looking at them consciously and working towards them. Isn't it? All positive things only we said today. We never touched the negative things. Negative means what are the things to be given up. That also can be a list. And be watchful, awareful if they are trying to percolate into our life. Keep them away. All simple one word में बताने से all those bhoga which make us identify with the upadhis, they have to be rejected. One sentence. They have to be kept away. They have to be slowly, slowly, steadily reduced to. That also एक लिख लो. तो क्या करना है क्या नहीं करना है क्या पकड़ना है क्या छोड़ना है because sometimes if we are not very clearly convinced about the giving up of those things to be given up in a weak moment of our mind, they may enter into our life on the pretext of some obligation or some duty or some emotion, sentiment. And like the India, stupid India does it on the name of love, on the name of humanity, on the name of it's all nonsense things. Every third rate fellow from Bangladesh and all, we allow them to come into India. And like pigs, they give birth to children and they never work for a country, isn't it? They're absolutely selfish and then they have demands and they सुबह उठकर चिल्लाते रहते हैं वो लोग nobody to control them all nonsense it is ruthless we have to be see the countries like China even slowly UK is starting though it has gone out of its hands and some other countries like Germany etc seeing UK they have realized it isn't it sentiment emotions से मौका दे दिया I know what did Mr. Gandhi did out of sentiment emotion he allowed अब देखो you have to be ruthless regarding some things. Then nipping at the bud level is better. Prevention is better than the cure, isn't it? कुछ चीजें होते हैं थोड़ा मौका दिया वीक बन गए then they enter into us. Once they enter, they settle. Then they unsettle our systematic discipline sadhana. To a sadhakas, these tests come. How many tests you might have gone through and passed to maintain your regularity in the class morning. See, even now the tests come to you every day, I know. but you are strong in saying no to them. Like that. So these are a few very essential things. Think about them. Om, 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 Om Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo ब्रह्म विद्या संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो वंशर्षिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः। ओम यैर्मे गुरुभिः पूर्वं पदवाक्य प्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्ववेदान्ताः सच्छास्त्राः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम्। ओम शंकरं शंकराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्य कृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ओम निधये सर्वविद्यानां विषजे भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ओम श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। ओम भवता जनता सुहिता भविता निजबोधविचारणचारुमते कलयेश्वर जीव विवेकविदं भवशङ्कर देशिकमे शरणम्। ओम ब्रह्मानंदं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यमेकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वदी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्मविद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदाचार्येभ्यो नमः। संकल्पः तेषां कृपया उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन मुक्ति सनातन धर्म से विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगति सनातन धर्म संस्थापकानां निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थम अनेक शास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये कृष्ण यजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतर उपनिषदः आद्यशंकर भाष्य समेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मोक्षार्थम वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। ओम नित्यानंदं निराधारं निखिलाधारमव्ययं निगमाद्यगतं नित्यं नीलकण्ठं नमाम्यहम्। 17, 18, 19। ओम अथ चतुर्थोऽध्यायः। एष देवो विश्वकर्मा महात्मा सदा जनानां हृदये सन्निविष्टः हृदा मनीषा मनसा विक्लुप्तः य एतद्विदुरमृतास्ते भवन्ति यदा तमस्तन्न दिवा न रात्रिः न सन्न चासन् शिव एव केवलः तदक्षरं तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं प्रज्ञा च तस्मात् प्रसुता पुराणे नैनमूर्ध्वं न तिर्यं च न मध्ये परिजग्रभतो न तस्य प्रतिमा अस्ति यस्य नाम महत् यशः। ओम शांति शांति शांतिः। So the mantra number 9 exhaustively studied. Right? What was it? Chandamsi yajnaha kratavo व्रतानि भूतं भव्यं यच्च वेदा वदन्ति अस्मात् मायि सृजते विश्वमेतत् तस्मिंश्चान्यो मायया सन्निरुद्धः. See, in this sloka, when these 5 things are said, Chandamsi, Yajnaha, Kratavaha, Vratani, then Bhutam Bhavi. When these 5 are said, what we have to understand is, in these 5, the entire world is included. Have that very big comprehensive picture. All of that what we are doing, everything. So Panchamahabhutas, with them many worlds are made. आगे श्लोक में वो आएगा. And then the jivas made, antakarnas, bahishkarnas given to them. And the ability in the jivas, antakarna to see the outer world and have variety of sankalpas, kamanas. Then the karmas to be done for doing karma, karmendriyas and other outer things that are required for doing karma. Karmas are done, then the phala. Isn't it? ये सारे इस चीज में आते हैं. All of that. Pura list. From this Brahman only, Mai Paramatma Etad Vishwam Sujate. When the word Vishwam is used, we must understand everything is included. Asmat means from this pure Brahman. Mai is that Brahman only with Maya Shakti because Mai Ishvara now. Srujate. Srujate means surging out, not creating but projecting. In Vedanta, creation is not accepted. Appearance is accepted or projection. Difference hai na? In creation, the thing is taken as real. In appearance, it is not real. Like this man is a doctor. It's a real. He has created himself to be a doctor by studying medicine, getting that certificate. But a cinema actor acting as a doctor. He has not studied, he has not become doctor. He only appearing there as doctor. So it is not real. Isn't it? No, two realities cannot. Either the Brahman or Atman has to be real or everything other than it has to be real. If Brahman is real, other has to be Mithya. Rope has to be real or the snake has to be. If the rope is real, then you cannot have two realities. The snake has to be Mithya. Definition is what? Which comes and goes is unreal Mithya, which always remains is real Satya. So the Brahman, the Atman, the Satchidananda always stays, therefore it is real. All things are coming and going, therefore they are Kalpita Mithya. Okay. Asmat Mai Sujate Vishwametat. Okay. How the Paramatma has become Upadana Nimitta Karana for the Jagat, which are required for the creation? By Maya. He has taken up on himself the Upadana Nimitta Karanatva. From that, the whole world is projected. Remember, like that doctorness is projected on that actor. Therefore, the coat he is wearing, the way of walking he does, the way of talking he does, and the treatments he does, the operations, whatever he does, isn't it? All of them also are kalpita. When the doctor himself is kalpita, all that he does also are kalpita. So, asmat bhai susate vishwametat means the upadana nimitta are kalpita. Therefore, from the upadana nimitta, everything coming out also is kalpita. The doctorness is kalpita. All what the doctor doing is kalpita. So, Parabrahma is avikari, is always the same. With his Maya Shakti, the upadanatva nimittatva are kalpita. Upadana nimitta are the karanas. When the karana is kalpita, what about the karyam? How can the karyam be real when the karana itself is kalpita? Therefore, asmat mahi srujate vishwametat me, when the prashna comes, how that asmat brahmanaha, which is a vikari, this can come as created? How can this created world can come? First of all, how that asmat the brahma param became nimitta upadana karana. So dono kalpana hai. On him nimitta upadanatva also are kalpana, and then with that kalpita nimitta upadana, the entire srashta jagat, rupanamatma, that also projected kalpita, not real. In Mandukya Upanishad, all these are said more exhaustively. Mano drishyavidam daitam yat kinchit sasiracharam manosohyamani bhave daitam naivopalabhyate atma satyanubodhena na sankalpayateda amanastam tadayati daitam bhave tadagraham. All these mantras. Okay, now the very interesting thing which we have to study again and again is अस्मात् मायी स्वजिते विषमेतत् के बाद तस्मिंश्च अन्यः मायया सन्निरुद्ध. With the same Maya Shakti into this world at the samashti level as one Ishvara, at the individual Upadhi level as millions of Jiva, he only entering and getting Sanniruddha conditioned there. Like the one man only. Man is one, but he is Sanniruddha by so many relations. his company may as a secretary, the other place also he takes up, there also is something else. In other club or organization is a member, isn't it? With his Maya, he entering into all that, is it not becoming as if so many hierarchy? But everywhere his performance is different. As a husband, as a father, as a son, as a brother, as a friend, as a neighbor, as an enemy. अब देखो, you understand now? And at each time, his attire, his language, his expression are different. He is one with upadhis, he is many. So too one Ishvara, one Paramatma, Samashti level, and at the individual level also with each of the upadhis, he appears to be one or the other, whom we call as Jivas now. That also by Maya is Sanniruddha. So that one who is Sanniruddhana by Maya, having entered into one set of upadhis, is you and I, who we consider each of us, first of all, to be only this Upadhyukta, secondly, different from each other, thirdly, different from the totality. So हम ईश्वर से अलग है, दूसरे जीवों से अलग है, जगत से अलग है, अपने हम उपाधियों से तादात्म्य है, और ब्रह्म को हम कभी का भूल ही गए. We are actually Brahman. Brahman became Ishvara. Ishvara created the world. In the created world, with every of the upadhi set, he became Jivana. And that Jiva is you and I, holding on to only this upadhi. And this upadhi we are holding on to, why it can't be real? You may ask a question. Because in dream we are getting other upadhis. In the earlier life and next life we are getting other upadhis. If you are getting other, therefore this is not permanent. And in Nidra, all upadhis we are living. And living happily also. We are living and living happily. So these are all the yuktis, logics, by which we say all these conditioned expressions are conditioned only, not real, not permanent. Okay. Asmat Mayi Sujate Vishwamedada Tasmin Shanyo Maya Sanniruddha. Very powerful. They needed repeated study. Therefore, 3-4 days every day we try to go through. Then in this understanding, the sadhana is what? I detaching from my individual upadhis, realize my oneness with the Brahman. Okay. How do I detach from my individual upadhi? By using them to serve the total upadhis. Therefore, at the upadhi level, I, the individual upadhis, are used only for total upadhi seva. And beyond the upadhi, the self in me is the Brahman. Only these two we have to understand and do. Upadhi level mein dasoham. Nirupadhik level mein soham. These are the ones we have to fully, thoroughly understand and keep doing. When we do for a long time, then the first glimpse comes of some of the spiritual anubhava of what we spiritually understood already. First glimpse can be the drashta bhava with regard to Sharira. Sharira is drashya, I am drashta, it is not me. The anatma bhava with Sharira, it's a great breakthrough. We might have studied it, we might have understood intellectually, but it has not clicked because we never tried. हो जाता है फिर तो this sharira, that sharira, any sharira, we will never have any attachment. That sort of experience we are talking about. Clicking. अभी तक कुछ क्लिक नहीं हुआ क्योंकि उतने गहरा साधना हमने नहीं किया. We are still struggling to have knowledge and remembering that knowledge and converting it into conviction. So to the Jagan Mithyatva Anubhuti. We heard it. Yeah, Jagat Nirantar Badalta hai. Anything which changes is not real, therefore it's project. These are all intellectually listening. Isn't it? In the same way with the Jagat Mithyatva Anubhuti happens, you don't value the Jagat at all. That type of Anubhuti we are talking about. They will come and we keep on doing. Right. Now the next mantra. From here onwards, 10th mantra say, sorry, 9th mantra, 10th. Next few mantras. To every mantra, this Sambandha Bhashya is very pregnant, very crucial. Very important, very sometimes elaborate also, detailedly. but both essential. In many places, Bhagavan Adi Shankara doesn't even give that avatarika. Kimcha, you will add one word. If that's what is required there. In some places, one or two lines he adds, either to establish the continuity between previous mantra and this mantra, or to just say what is going to be said in the next. In some cases, like this one, is said in the main mantra. To understand what is said in the main mantra, a detailed, elaborated 7-8 lined avatarika sambandha bhashya he gives. In some cases, if the topic is about pure Brahma Tattva, he gives that explanation about 2 or 3 pages also. And in some cases like this Shwethshwathara Upanishad, the Sambandha Bhasha itself he will give. So elaborated, so big that हमको उसको पढ़ने के लिए ही 1 साल लगा कि नहीं. Sambandha Bhasha. Another Upanishad, like many Upanishads have that Shwethashwatra पर जितना है संबंध भाष और शायद किसी पे नहीं. That he feels the need of it. So too in Vishnu Sahasranama Bhashya. So before starting the first mantra Vishnu, he gives 30 pages of Bhashya. Then to that Vishwam and Vishnu, these two names also, he gives 25 pages of Bhashya. So the divinity through him in this way made the things available for us. We have to know it, respect it. So here also the Sambandha Bhashya Adbhutam. See what it is. Purvoktayaha prakrutehe mayatvam tad adhishtatru sachidananda rupa brahmanaha tad upadivashat mayitvam cha. First, in these two things are said, you catch it. Maya and Mayi. So, what is Maya is Prakriti. What is Maya and Prakriti? What was listed, no, Chandams, Yajnaha, Krato, Vratani, Bhutam, Bhavyam, ये सारा जो है जिसको विश्व कहा वही प्रकृति है, वही माया है. Got it? पूर्वोक्तायाः प्रकृतेः. All of that is Prakriti only. Anatma only it is. That is Maya. That's called as Maya. And then Maya is a Shakti, cannot be without the Adhishtata Shaktiman. That is why Tad Adhishtatru, to that Prakriti, the Maya, which is said as Chandamsi, Yajnaha, Kratuvo, Vratani, Bhutam Bhavyam, and which we said as entire Vishwa. The Panchamahabhuta Srishti, in that Paramatma entering as becoming Jiva, then he is seeing the world, he is given faculties, he is seeing the world. Sara, all of that is Prakriti only. Pause here. Example same. Other than the screen on the TV, is not the actors, their dresses, their haircut or style, the shoe they wear, the belt, the tie they put it. All of that is Prakriti only, means that projected thing only. No? The road they walk or run, the vehicle they drive. Sara project, everything is that project. The dialogues they talk, the songs they sing, the emotions they express of the anger or love or misery. याद रखो ये सारा projected only. Everything projected is Prakriti. The park or the garden where they dance, or the river or ocean in which they do the boating, yachting, rafting, whatever it is. Are see that if that example you can catch. So to Sarvam Vishwam Prakriti Eva. Vikruti of the Prakriti is the entire Vishwa. All of that is Maya. And it cannot be without Adhisthana. Therefore, Tad Adhishtatru. And who is the Adhisthata? Sachidananda Brahma. Okay. This Satchidananda Brahma, who is the Adhisthana of that, for him, this Prakriti is Upadi. Therefore, Tad Upadi Vashat, he is called as now as Mahi. So Parabrahma, who is Satchidananda Swarupa, who is Adhisthana, for that Prakriti which is called Maya, is called as Mahi. So two things are there, the Maya and the Mahi. Maya is the whole Prakriti, and the Adhisthana Brahma, to whom this Maya is an Upadhi, is called as Mahi. So such words, such meanings, take sufficient time to enter into our bosom. उसी के लिए शुद्धि चाहिए अंतःकरण का, उसी के लिए श्रद्धा चाहिए, उसी के लिए दैट सफिशिएंट शरणागति उपासना प्रार्थना to the Ishvara and the Guru चाहिए कि the subtle knowledge that is said through these words be revealed to me. It is said, but then it won't enter into us. That's the Maya there, that's the Parishad. But when we keep on listening, have that Shraddha and prayer, what is said is caught. Many a time what children say, the parents say, the children don't understand. Even when the parents become 80, children are 60, तब भी नहीं समझते. They start telling their children, grandchildren. But they have not understood what their parents said even now. हो जाता है कि नहीं? चलो आपको रुलाने के लिए एग्जाम्पल, अब आप कितने लोगों को बोलते हो, अपने बच्चों को पोतों को बिठा के समझाते हो, बेटा बेटा करके सर्वेंट्स को. You tell them, but how much you understood what they tell? So I tell you so many things. How much I understood what my Guru told in Maya. ऐसे ही चलता है वो. So these words, for understanding them, the subtlety, the purity, the consistency, the shraddha, they are required. Said two things only. Whatever entire thing listed out is called as Prakriti, that is called as Maya. That cannot be without Adhisthana. So the Adhisthana is Satchidananda Brahma. To that Satchidananda Brahma, what is the relation with this Jagat or this Prakriti Maya? It is his Upadhi. So with Upadhi now, who is he? Mahi. With Upadhi, he is Mahi now. That's what he said. Urvoktayaha Prakrutehe Mayatvam. Tad Adhishtatru Satchidananda Rupa Brahmanaha Tad Upadhi Vashat Mayitvam Cha. दो बातें हो गई up to this. Now the third point. Third is very interesting. Chidrupasya means the pure conscious Parabrahman only. Chidrupa, when one said Sat and Ananda, you should always add. और एक ही कहा बाकी दो नहीं कहा, रोना मत. One said is equal to three said. कहीं सदरूप कहते हैं, अरे तो चित्त नहीं बोला, डोंट वरी, चित्त एंड आनंद आर इंक्लूडेड. कहीं आनंद रूप ब्रह्मणः कहते हैं, अच्छा ओनली आनंद, देयर इज नो सत्य चित्त. डोंट बी इन कंफ्यूज. वन सेड, अदर टू आर एडेड. So यहाँ चिद word is used. चिद रूपस्य, third point. चिद रूपस्य. First point is Prakriti is Maya. Second is the Adhisthata Satchidananda Brahma is the one for whom that being the Upadhi, he has become Mahi now. No bad. Third, what? Chidrupasya, of the Chidrupa Parabrahma Tattva only, be attentive. Very important next word. Maya Vashat Kalpita. Maya Vashat Kalpita. Because of Maya, all that Chidrupa Paramatma Kalpita हुआ. किन चीजों का कल्पित हुआ? अवयवभूत ही. The avayavas are kalpita on it. Which are the avayavas? Karya, Karana, Sanghata. At the individual or total level, the Karya, the Sthula Shariras, Karana, the instruments. Sanghata, the assemblies. So on Chidrupa Paramatma, because of Maya, the Karya, Karana, Sanghata, Rupa avayavas are kalpita. And with these kalpita, Karya, Karana, avayava, Sanghata on Chidrupa Parabrahma, Sarvam Bhuhu Adi Idam Paridrushyamanam. All the Bhuloka, Urloka, Suvarloka, Maharloka, Janaloka, Tapoloka, Satyaloka, Upar, Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Rasa, Tala, Tala, Mahatala, Patala, Niche, in between Antariksha Lokas, like this, Ananta Koti Brahmandas. All of them are, which are called Paridrushyamanam Jagat, Vyaptam Cha Iti Aha. So first, here, step by step. First is the whole Jagat. One Brahmanda, Ananta Koti Brahmandas. Second is that Jagat is permeated. That Jagat is permeated by the Karya Karana. The Karya Karana Sanghatas are nothing but the Kalpita on Parabrahma, the Avayavas. And the Parabrahma is Sachidananda Adhisthana. Therefore, the Adhisthana Sachidananda Brahma, as the Adhisthana, is permeating the entire Anantakoti Brahmandas, having the Karyakarana Sanghatas in them. Yaha Bhuradi Kaha. Bhu means Bhuloka Ityadi, which we talk in our Purana. Yaha the Bhuloka, Bhorloka, Upar bhi, Upsat, Niche Sat Loka कहते हैं ना एक ब्रह्मांड में. So what we see in all these Brahmandas are Karyakarana. Karyakarana Sanghata means the Stula Sharira and Sukshma Sharira. And of course, with them identified is the Brahman only. Now he is called as Jiva, which was mentioned in the earlier sloka last line. Therefore, you have to include it without saying. दोबारा नहीं कहते, वहां कह दिया ना, उसको भी ऐड कर. As an adhisthana to the jivas, as an adhisthana to karyakarana sanghata, as an adhisthana to panchamahabhutas, as adhisthana to the various lokas made as the bhu ityadi lokas, as adhisthana, Brahman alone is permeated. So, how many things to be understood? The Maya, the Prakriti, the Mahi, the Adhisthana, and he has got the Maya as an Upadhi, now he has become Ishvara. So, with that Adhisthana Brahman, the Prakriti is Vyapta, the Ishvara is Vyapta, and that Prakriti which is expressing as the entire Bhura, the Lokas, and in each of the Lokas, the Karyakarana Sanghata Rupi, all beings, every one of them are permeated by the Adhisthana Brahman. Now see, have we reached to that level of purity and subtlety to catch this truth that is said? नहीं है तो फिर से कोशिश करो, आज नहीं तो 10 साल बाद ये क्लिक होगा. What is said? Don't be afraid of not understanding anything yet today. Be concerned about not leaving the class. Continuously studying Upanishad. That's the way. Now, how a youngster becomes civil servant? वो 2, 3, 4 attempt करके फिर भी नहीं हुआ. Even 6th attempt he does more, but then he realizes. One attempt में 1-2 को ही मिलता है. Very rare it is. And this one attempt is a last attempt from them for them. They might have attempted for it in their earlier lives. Otherwise, generally 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 items, 10 attempts on it, it clicks. So to not giving up is our goal. Then when we take up that way without giving up, keep on this way listening, contemplating, then the subtlety starts appealing to us. Understanding comes to us. So let's, with the vow or pratigna, that will continue. Till the understanding, the practice, the anubhuti becomes perfect. With that pratigna, today we'll stop. Tomorrow we will do these mantras, Bhashya Sahita Dhenam. The mantra ucharana ek bar kar lo. Mayam tu prakritim vidyat, Mayinam tu maheshwaram, Stasya vayava bhutaistu, Vyaptam sarvamidam jagatu. Know what Upanishads means, these type of shlokas, and this type of meaning that is given in them, in which the true and untrue, the real and projected are revealed intellectually. Then we have to do our due outer inner sadhanas to realize them experientially. Thank you. Om 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 Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. हरि ओम। श्री गुरुभ्यो परमर्षिभ्यो परब्रह्मणे श्रुति मात्रे नमः। तत्सत ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु। कंटिन्यू माय डियर फ्रेंड्स। अब आइए हिंदी में गीता पढ़ते हैं।